I call myself a cosmic glassblower sometimes. I bring a soulful approach into the glass.
Originally from Newfoundland, Kathleen Buckley has been blowing glass for over 10 years. For the last few years, she's resided on Galiano Island, working in her own studio and running her own glass company, Create Glassworks. She first got interested in glasswork when she journeyed to India.
Took a trip to India, and I was pretty young still, I was like 21, and I was studying at university, and I was a creative type of person, and I just kind of linked up with a bunch of people who were into blowing glass, and I was hanging out with them, and after a while I got into, first I was doing the hemp necklaces for them and helping out with the markets, and then I got into the work, right, and I started with prep work and moved on to jewelry, and once I was doing jewelry for a few months, then started making some pipes and things.
By shipping off her work and selling it locally, Kathleen has been able to support herself and her son.
In the early days, it was bring him to the daycare and then go to the glass shop, make glass all day, go visit the shop, see if they would buy some work, pick up my kid at the daycare, and so on. And now I blow glass when he's in school, so you know, it's given me a really nice work-life balance, and being self-employed, I've been able to set my hours, work when I've had childcare available, and you know, it's worked out nice. I've got oxygen and propane linked up to my torch. I just have a very simple, basic torch, actually. It's a national torch, and I do a lot of work on it. I have a new torch, but I'm still happy with the national, and I'm going to upgrade it soon, but it works. You know, it's a bit more challenging for larger pieces.
Before doing any project, Kathleen sketches all her projects out, but sometimes she just likes to work with her own creative flow.
Just like grab a tube and just let it sort of talk to me, and I'll get into the flow and the process. And I mean, with things I'm comfortable with, I could just flow all day.
She is influenced with a feminine style, but it's always changing.
There are other female glassblowers, certainly, but there's more male glassblowers, so I kind of bring a girly twist to it, and you know, you'll find me doing pink pipes and double cherries and certain little stylistic things that, you know, are pretty feminine, you know, but you know, I like to switch up my styles and try out different things.
She carefully molds the glass and keeps it heated so it doesn't cool off. After the piece is finished, Kathleen must place it in the kiln, which cools it down and makes it so it doesn't shatter.
If I want to be sure a piece isn't going to crack or go through any dramatic temperature changes, then I need to fire it to make sure it's not going to crack, because the dramatic temperature drops will cause the glass to just crackle if it's been worked with.
Although Kathleen has many clients and shops that frequently order and display her work, the art world is still not accepting glass pipe making as an art form.
There's definitely been, I guess you'd call it glass ceiling, that's sort of stood in the way between which glass blowers are crafters and which ones are artists. But really, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, wherever creativity is flowing, that's art. You know, and it can be in a lot of different mediums, and, you know, that's my definition of art.